Testing. All right, perfect. We are back. This is your host, Trade with Tayyib. All right, perfect. This is your host, Trade with Tayyib, and let's go ahead and analyze gold. See where we are. It's been quite a while. It's been quite a while since we did a live stream, so I think it's been almost 2 weeks. Yeah, it's 2 weeks. So looking forward to working continuously for this month and next month. So you'll be expecting everyday live streams around 6:30 Central Standard Time. Let's see. So anytime you start out with any kind of analysis, you want to remove all of the drawings so you can start fresh. Also look at the volume. You thought the volume going up was crazy. You thought gold going up was insane, only for us to come down. And this is just historic times, honestly. Gold hasn't moved like this ever. This is for the first time, so it's not easy to adapt to how quick gold is moving. And let's see. So weekly time frame, we created this wick continuing to push down and closed red. Anytime we're closing in this red, sentiment, the market is rejecting the area and there could be a continuation, which it did. And yesterday it continued all the way down about 9%. Yeah, I was looking at it earlier. Yeah, about 10%, and it retraced up. So let's take a look at 4-hour here. Because we're gonna get down to business to what we want to look at, what we want to analyze, and based on that, how can we take a trade, right? So right off the bat, I can see it's just consolidating. Like all of this is just consolidation. So I'm gonna mark my zone here, and I'm gonna mark my zone here, which I'll probably move because I'm gonna go to lower time frame. And so in lower time frame, I'm seeing support and resistance being formed, so I can adjust this zone. Actually, you know what, this is the zone on a 15-minute time frame, and this is the zone down here. So ideally what I would like to see is for price, this is a $300 300 pip range, 474, almost 500 pip range. This is a 500 pip range. What happens in a range? So let's say if we forget about the amount of pips there is, the volume there is, if we forget about that, we're still gonna follow through with the fundamentals of how to trade, which is when the price is consolidating, you would wait for consolidation to either break up or break down, and based on that, enter your bias to take the trade. So it doesn't matter the volume, doesn't matter the amount that it's moving up or down. It's just crazy amount of volume. Regardless, you're trading your trade, you're trading your plan, and I would make sure that if I am entering in this range, it would be somewhere at the bottom to go up or at the top to go down, unless we're looking for some sort of break. So that's that. We're in the 15-minute. With this kind of volume, we can take a look at a 5-minute time frame as well. Yeah. Live stream. All right. So I'm gonna mark some of the zones here as we're consolidating, and I mean I do want to take a trade, but also seeing this just ranging, it would have to be like a perfect opportunity for me to get in. Otherwise, I'm gonna wait. Mm, mm, Consolidation. Waiting for a clean setup. Sweat up. Let's make it 28. So it's just consolidation, waiting for a clean setup. I wanna I wanna look at Forex Factory. Let's take a look at Forex Factory and see if we have any news. US government data may be impacted by the shutdown. Also, what the fuck is going on with the government? Is US government still shut down? Not interested yet. House aims to vote in the government funding bill Tuesday. The government is shut down again. Here's why this is different. This one. Yeah, I want to know why the government is shut down again, man. The federal government partially shut down at midnight because Congress didn't pass a budget on time. Bro, pass the budget. Like even if it doesn't pass it, why are we shutting down the government? Why is this so easy to do? Unlike last year, the shutdown will likely only last through the weekend. Sure. Well, it's not the weekend. The House will try to pass spending bills on Monday to end the shutdown. Cool. Yeah, see, the government is so. It's just. This is so random. What what happens when government shut down? I guess it's a sort type of protest. Yeah, it's probably just a type of protest. Mm, see, it's created. What time is it? 6:54. So last 5 minutes of the hour. Can we get a break above, or can we get can we get a close above? It's 1 hour. So this is 1 hour time frame. I'm looking at all of these rejections, right? So this is 1 hour time frame. I'm looking at all of these rejections here. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 rejections. And same at the bottom as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost about 6 rejections. The reason why I wouldn't take a trade just here yet, because price is rejecting this area on the left, which is 49.44, and we are rejecting the support here at 48.86. I know it's about $500 pip range, but it's still a range no matter the volume. The volume is crazy, but as far as the range, we have to break either above or below for a clean setup to form. So in this, what I'll be looking for is, if 1 hour time frame here closing in 5 minutes, if we can close above these ranges, then I would anticipate for the next candle to wick down and continue to push up. That would be my trade. But it seems like it's only 4 minutes left and it's gonna close back in the consolidation. That is not gonna give us any direction. Word. Google Sheets. $13-minute. Two, oh, all right. All right. 13-minute. How to identify a clean setup. Perfect. All right, as a trader, you want to trade gold, but you're seeing this crazy volume in gold, that gold is moving 4, 5, 6% in a day, or even sometimes 10%. That is not the norm, but you want to still trade. You want to stick to your regular setups based on the volume. You can lower down your size, because even this range here is 400, 500 pip range. So it's easy to look at this and say, oh, I can make a lot more money, but you have to understand that you could also lose your whole account. So as a trader, what you want to stick to is your concepts. Based on this, what I'm seeing here is the price is not breaking above this area at 49.18. So even though this range is 500 pip range, I would still want price to either break below or above for in order for price to continue in that direction. So don't let the big ranges, the big percentages of moves in gold intimidate you. Stick to your setup. That's the only way you're going to be able to succeed. Do 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 do. Yeah, see, we closed respecting this area. Oh Lord, this right here would have been a good trade. So the wick to the top side. Oh my God, my alarm. You know, I could take this small trade. Let me see. Let me open up my C trader. You feel me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. कैसे क्या हुआ? साबुन की शक्ल में बेटा तू तो निकला जाग 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 भाग भाग दे भाग. Let's see, YouTube. Just want to make sure the stream is coming in, right? Stream is streaming. I've got 73 followers. See, if I continue to drop content, this shit is gonna be in the bag. YouTube. Just want to make sure the stream is coming in, right? Stream is streaming. I've got 73 followers. See, if I could. Perfect. 4, 5, and 6 rejections. And same at the bottom as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost about 6 rejections. The reason why I wouldn't take a trade just here yet, because price is rejecting this area on the left, which is 49.44, and we are rejecting the support here at 48.86. I know it's about $500 pip range, but it's still a range no matter the volume. The volume is crazy, but as far as the range, we have to break either above or below for a clean setup to form. So in this, what I'll be looking for is if 1 hour time frame clean, because even this range here is 400 500 pip range. That is not the norm, but you're seeing this. Okay. All right. So if this 5 minute candle closes with a little bit of more volume in this candle, like if it closes green, then I would enter a buy. If it closes red, nah, it's not a good confirmation for me to enter a buy. So let's see if it closes green. I want it to close just like this, just like the way it is right now. That would be perfect. But overall, let's see. Okay, we're moving up. And it's leaving without us. That's what's happening. Dang, that's crazy. Let me take a look at 5 minute on this platform here. Yeah, see, it's it closed with no wick at the top. There is a possibility for this 5 minute to reject and continue to push down. So I'm gonna place a slight sell for price to flip bearish. Let's see if it does. Also, I just realized that it's not visible on this screen. Yeah, so I placed a sell due to this previous candle, it being it for so I placed a sell due to the previous candle forming with no wick at the top. There is a higher probability for this current candle to flip bearish and continue to test these lows. And if it continues to test these lows, then I'm gonna close in full. So we'll see what kind of volume we have. And I have my stop loss up there. All right, as a trader, you want to trade, but you're seeing this crazy volume. All right, as a trader, you want to trade gold, but you're seeing this crazy volume in gold, that gold is moving 4, 5, 6% in a day, or even sometimes 10%. That is not the norm, but you want to still trade. You want to stick to your regular setups based on the volume. You can lower down your size because even this range here is 400, 500 pip range. So it's easy to look at this and say, oh, I can make a lot more money, but you have to understand that you could also lose your whole account. So as a trader, what you want to stick to is your concepts based on this. What I'm seeing here is the price is not breaking above this area at 49.18. So even though this range is 500 pip range, I would still want price to either break below or above for in order for price to continue in that direction. So don't let the big ranges, the big percentages of moves in gold intimidate you. Stick to your setup. That's the only way you're going to be able to succeed. In the meantime, let me go ahead and just enter my other trade idea into the tracker. So two, like maybe 18 minutes. 1 minute, then I'm gonna candle to flip bearish. Yeah, it seems a bit, yeah, it's not able to flip. It right here. Now it can go down. That's not the point. Is that my trade was that I wanted this second last candle to flip bearish and continue to push down based on what I saw in this candle closing with the no range. If it goes down now, that's perfectly fine, but that is not the trade idea I traded, and if I would have kept in the trade, that would be just a gamble, and we don't gamble. Trade. How to trade. Walaikum salam, Hassan. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, see, it's going down, but that is not the trade I traded. Also, if it closes like this, the next candle is gonna wick down and continue to push up. I've seen this so many times. Just wait for if this candle closes just a little bit, a little bit down from where it is right now, or just even this condition, the next candle is gonna wick down and continue to push up. I've seen this happen so many times. Like this right here. If I can just take a picture of this and it closes right here, I'm gonna be taking a buy. Kevin Jong, Bag, Bag, Demo, Bag. What?
Assalamualaikum.
All right, so the 15-minute candle already closed, and it closed with quite a bit of volume. I would anticipate for a buy if the 15-minute didn't close all the way at the top of the range, for price to continue to the top of the range. So as of right now, I mean, there is not a whole lot. It's just still consolidating, and when it's consolidating, I mean, there is not anything that I can see here as a setup, right? It's just like going up and down chop. And I could sell here, but then it could come up all the way to this wick, and I don't want to sit in that kind of drawdown. So there is no proper sign for you to either sell or buy in this current condition of this 15-minute, and anything otherwise is just pure gamble. And we don't gamble. These cryptos are bleeding. Bleeding. 26%. Tau, Zen, ICP. That's crazy. All of these are daily time frames. What the fuck? Holy shit. That's such a big mug. Every time my coffee gets cold, it's either too warm or too cold. Too cold. Benzenhofer. Let me see 4 hour, just a little bit of bigger picture. Because daily time frame, we still could possibly come down and break these lows, which is a bit far. Honestly, it's a bit far. But with gold, you just never know, right? So on a higher time frame, the 4 hour is closing with, so comparing to what we have now with what we had last couple 4 hours, this is not even a whole lot of volume, and it's still 500 pip range. That tells you the massive amount of moves that gold is making. So what I would look, so I mean, in 35 minutes, if we close bullish, then the next target simply would just be these highs here at 5,000. And if we close bearish, I think weak bearish should still be able to push us up to the 5,000, and then from there we could possibly see some sort of pullbacks. So on a higher time frame, I do think we could possibly still continue to push up, and then from these 5,000s we could possibly continue to push down to test these lows of 4,600. Okay, consolidation, waiting for a clean setup. Let's see. Let's see, Bitcoin, one, we have daily time frame. I mean, so Bitcoin I was looking at earlier, we're sort of in a support area, and I do anticipate for price to at least have some sort of continuation to like 88,000, and then from like 80, 86, 87,000, like in these areas, and then from there we could possibly continue down. And I do believe that we could easily come down to 50s, or next area is 66, but we could continue to push down. The we have Ethereum. Same thing. We're on a weekly time frame. We're at a support area. We could possibly push up to like 29, 26, 2700 areas, and then continue to push down from there. Just consolidation. Parking is available in the garage on the north side of the building. 3401 Olympus Drive, Olympus Boulevard. 3401 Olympus Boulevard. Yeah, it's the same area. Okay. North side of the building. And in the lot on the east side, north side and east side, I have no idea. All right, we have 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right. So 1 hour we broke above the previous candle's high. Could there be a possibility that we can continue to push up higher? Yeah. If we break above the current candle's high, that would be something. Let's see if we have a buy stop here. Yeah, so basically what I'm doing here is I'm placing a buy stop for the candle to break above the previous candle's high and continue to push up. And let's say target these areas, about 57 pips. Yeah. Yeah, if we break above the previous candle's high, I think we should be able to push higher. We formed a lower wick. If the price is going to continue to push up with volume, it should break above the previous candle's high now and continue to push up. Nope, not yet. Let's see, 1 hour time frame. In order for the candle to flip, it would have to be breaking this, flipping at this area. So I just want to be mindful of that. Yeah, the flip is right here. That's crazy. Oh, we almost broke above the high. Let's see, I think we might be able to do it. Still not in the trade. price is just teasing to that level and then re- uh, coming back, retracing back. Another possibility is that for this candle to close bearish and the next candle could continue to push down, and that would be the flip of 1 hour. So I'm also going to monitor it on a 5-minute time frame. Yeah. Oh, it's coming strong this time. Let's see if we can either 5-minute either closes like this or we take it to the next highs. This is a 5-minute time frame, and it's 1 minute and some seconds for it to close, for this 5-minute to close. Also, we have a perfect month starting from Sunday 1st, ending on Saturday 28th. So it's all in one calendar. So I closed out my buy stop because it didn't activate, and let's see if we could. So I have a sell stop below this previous candle's low for price to continue to push down because 1 hour is still open, and in order for 1 hour to flip, the price will have to continue to push down. So let's see if we can get a flip on 1 hour. This just 5-minute was 100 pips. That's wild. This 5-minute is retracing back a lot more than I expected. I'm not in the trade at this time. All right, the price is breaking above. We get a little bit of retracement. All right, so basically entered. So I'm in a buy. The reason being is that the price broke above the previous candle's high. I know it's towards the last 5 minutes of the 15 minute, but if we could get a push with volume, that would be basically the trade. So I am looking for a quick trade because it's the last 5 minutes of the 15 minute, and one push above this area, breaking above its own high, will be the trade that I'm looking for. Let's see. Position is open live. Do we have the push? Because the setup is perfect. We're closing above these previous ranges, and the candle formation is also sweet. It's there's no reason for price to continue to push down. But there's not a whole lot of volume. I mean, overall gold is, crazy volume, but I'm saying as far as the candlesticks go, I was expecting the current candle to continue to push up all the way. We have 1 minute for this 15-minute candle to close, and the way it's closing, it's almost with no wick. I am gonna bring my stop loss to break even because it's okay, perfect. It's moving up. One more push should take us to our take profit. Currently 60 pips in profit. Yeah, 60 pips in profit. So let's see if we can continue to drive up. About 65 pips in profit. There it is. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go. So just waited for the setup and executed exactly on what we anticipated. Perfect execution. And the take profit is hit. Take profit was, I believe, was 80 pips. 90 pips. 899, so about 90 pips. All right, perfect. That's it. Done for the day. Got the trade on 1 hour, about 1 hour in the stream. Man, this was clean and perfectly executed.